I've just finished day 9 of my Lanzan John Groats adventure. I've gone from Edinburgh, I'm now in Octorara, so I've gone through Fife across the Forth Road Bridge, and then went through, I'm now in Perth and Kinross, and really the last 24 hours have been about mechanics, both bike and body. Let's start with the bike. I was able to get my bike in for repairs yesterday, and because of the intensity of the cycling, the distances, the terrain, the weight that I'm carrying in terms of kit on the bike, I've almost gone through a rear cog set. I had to, because I wasn't able to change gear yesterday properly, and some gears I already struggled. It wouldn't click into place, and that's not very healthy. And it was getting worse and worse. So I have a new front set of cogs and pedals to go with them as part of the unit, because they're just wearing out. The brake pads are close to wearing out, and they're all that was new in the rear chain set, rear cogs, which were new about a month or so ago, are wearing down because of the intensity of the cycling and the terrain. Because I have to cycle obviously up every hill, and I don't allow myself to walk a bicycle up the hill, but so that's sorted. But probably harder has been the body mechanics. My knees have been suffering, certainly my left knee, and today I've been cycling for almost 5.5 hours. I mean, non-stop, cycling, cycle time for 5.5 hours, and in short, I've been in a world of pain. I've taken 2 sets of painkillers, and what's happened is my left side, my left knee in particular, was really bad. My right knee started hurting, and now the pain has spread up to my lower quad on my left leg, just above the knee. And I've been getting, it's been really painful. I haven't been able to really apply a lot of pressure to when I'm cycling, certainly to my left side, because the pain has been too much. And after almost 5.5 hours, it becomes incredibly enervating and mentally and physically exhausting. And it's taken a lot out of me. And at one point, I was getting these bolts of pain up my leg, which would just take your breath away. And at one point, one was so bad that I actually took my eye off the road and winced in pain, clipped the curb and came crashing down on the curbside. Luckily, it was grass, and with quite a wallop. And I thought, well, that just sums up my day. Because it's been really hard. My cycling speed isn't much. I have to stop a lot because the pain has been too much. And then this car pulled up as I was sort of getting up, a sort of undignified mess of a bright yellow fluorescent jacket and tight Lycra leggings. And this guy got out called Andy, as it turns out. Really lovely guy. And he had a mountain bike on the top of his car. He was with his wife and his sister-in-law. And he said, look, let me give you a lift to my sister's, like 2 or 3 miles down the road, and have some tea. I said, I cannot accept a lift. I've got to cycle this. And, he said, look, you're not in good shape. And he said, look, what I'll do, and I said, look, it's very kind. I have to actually do this cycle ride. I can't be given a lift anywhere, otherwise it defeats the whole object and ethos of it. So he very kindly waited for me, and his sister was down the way. And so he waited for me at the top of the road leading to his sister's house. And then we went and had tea and some very delicious homemade apple flapjacks. And his sister's a registered homeopathist, so she gave me her own concoction of to sort of help with stressed, knackered, strained, and aching limbs and bits and bobs. Because funny enough, his sister and his wife are actually doing a thing called tomorrow called Maggies Bike and Hike, which, fun enough, is organised by an old friend of mine who I've been on various trips and expeditions with. I spent many hours leaping around the Highlands of Scotland with. A very small world. Anyway, they looked after me royally. We had a great chat and laugh and banter, and that was a high point of what was otherwise a very painful day. I'm going to be icing like mad now. I hope it will be okay for the next 4 days. I've got 4 days left and something like 300 miles to cycle. But it's been really bad, actually, and it's been a world of pain, and it's not been good. And it's knocked my morale. I'll crack on, but it's just that sometimes the pain is so much I can't cycle properly, and I hope it will calm down if I rest it this evening and just take it easy. I just have to see what happens. I'm going to try and book a massage or somebody to help me, put things right. Take advice from those in the know physiologically, see what I can do. So hopefully better luck tomorrow.